Welcome to a whirlwind journey through the history of the United States. In just 5 minutes, we'll cover the major milestones that shaped a nation. Buckle up! Before it became the United States we know today, the land was home to millions of indigenous peoples. From the Iroquois in the northeast to the Navajo in the southwest, Native American tribes thrived for thousands of years. Their rich cultures and complex societies were spread across the continent long before European settlers arrived. In 1492, everything changed. Christopher Columbus arrived in the Caribbean, igniting European exploration. The Spanish, French, Dutch, and British scrambled to establish colonies, with the British eventually dominating the eastern seaboard by the 1600s. Fast forward to the mid-1700s. Tensions between the British colonies and the mother country grew, leading to the American Revolution in 1775. Fed up with British taxes like the Stamp Act and the Tea Act, colonists fought for independence under leaders like George Washington. In 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed, proclaiming the birth of a new nation, the United States of America. After years of war, the U.S. finally won its independence in 1783. But freedom wasn't enough. The young country needed structure. In 1787, the U.S. Constitution was drafted, establishing a federal government with checks and balances, a president, and a system of laws to guide the nation. The 19th century brought dramatic growth. The U.S. expanded westward, acquiring land through purchases, treaties, and sometimes conflict. The Louisiana Purchase of 1803 doubled the size of the country. However, westward expansion also led to the displacement of Native American populations. But not everything was peaceful. By the 1860s, tensions over slavery boiled over into the Civil War. From 1861 to 1865, the Northern Union fought the Southern Confederacy. Over 600,000 lives were lost, but the Union victory preserved the country and led to the abolition of slavery. After the Civil War, the United States entered a period of rapid industrialization. Factories, railroads, and cities grew at lightning speed, and millions of immigrants from Europe, Asia, and Latin America arrived, shaping the country's cultural mosaic. In the 20th century, the United States emerged as a global power, playing key roles in both World War I and World War II. By the end of World War II in 1945, the United States was one of the world's two superpowers. But there was still much work to be done at home. The civil rights movement of the 1950s and 60s, led by figures like Martin Luther King Jr., fought to end segregation and ensure equal rights for all Americans, regardless of race. Meanwhile, the Cold War with the Soviet Union defined global politics for decades. The United States was locked in a tense struggle for dominance, from the space race to nuclear arms negotiations. It ended in 1991 with the fall of the Soviet Union. In the 21st century, the United States remains a global leader in economics, politics, and culture. But it continues to face challenges, from racial inequality to political division, and its role in the world is constantly evolving. From its indigenous roots to its rise as a global superpower, the history of the United States is a story of innovation, struggle, and resilience. And there's still much more to come. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.